Yo, Elliot. This question from Nima. He wants to know, Elliot, what's the difference? Could you explain the difference between sarcoplasmic and myofibrillar hypertrophy? Because I'd like to build both types of this muscle, and which hypertrophy, he's asking me now, do I prefer in the long run? So to answer that last question, I don't prefer one over the other in the long run. They're both advantageous to becoming bigger and stronger if that's what your goal is, right? And depending on your sport, if you're a power lifter, right? And I don't think you said you're a power lifter, I think you said you're a bodybuilder, but if you're a power lifter and strength is your only goal, if you were like I was as a professional strongman, strength and function was my only goal, then you're really not too concerned about sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. You really don't care about swelling the muscle up, shaping it. You mentioned something about looking symmetrical. None of that is of a concern. It's getting the nervous system to produce enough force through the muscle to move a particular weight. That is also going to be accompanied by myofibrillar hypertrophy, where this is, now, a lot of people are gonna argue with me, but you can just look it up. You actually grow muscle fibers, right? It's almost like the sarcomeres, I think that's what they call it. The fibers on top of the muscle, right? I should probably look at a textbook before I answer this. Grow, right? You're actually getting more cells. But because they're it's actual biological growth, you're actually growing the muscle, it doesn't expand very much. It becomes dense. Does that make sense? You're getting more of the little fibers. They're tiny, they're thin little fibers in the space provided by your muscle, right? So you can be very, 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 very strong, but you can still be very small, right? Sarcomeres, I think that's what you call it, the myofibrils. Myofibrils, that's it. I think the sarcomeres are actually within the myofibrils, that's it. So you actually are adding myofibrils to your muscle. The other side of the coin is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, and this is where the muscle increases sarcoplasm, right? Increases the fluid in the muscle grows, increases. So you really get swollen, you get puffy, big. This is great if you're a bodybuilder because you want to have that full round look in your muscle, right? The way you get that myofibrillar hypertrophy is by lifting heavy. There's no way around it. 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps maximum. Over here, the sets are a little bit lower, maybe like 3 sets, maybe 4 sets. And your rep range is going to be far higher. 8, 12, 15 rep range. I think there are a lot of bodybuilders that go into the 20 plus range. This is great. This really gets the muscles to swell. A lot more time under tension over here, less rest intervals. You know, you're resting maybe 1 minute here. Over here, you're resting like 3 to 5 minutes. You're resting a long time because you're really trying to regenerate the nervous system, the central nervous system, to output more. Which is better? Neither is better. Depends on what you're trying to do. What I like to do personally, and you see me do this in my workouts, is I like to combine the two. I've spoken years ago about hybrid muscle building. This is what hybrid muscle building is. It's taking advantage of the benefits of both at the same time. So a lot of times you'll see me do a bench press or a deadlift for 3 sets of 3 or 5 sets of 2, but then afterwards I might do a drop set, right? Where now I'm banging out far more reps. Or I'll move on to another exercise, and with that other exercise I'll do more of a sarcoplasmic stimulation. So I'll do like 3 sets of 12 on another exercise. Combining the two. I've been talking a lot about this for the past couple weeks, so you can see more about it, you know, in the other videos where I talk about adding that strength training portion to the top of your workout, and then that bodybuilding portion to the end of your workout. Or you can do it in phases. I think I put up a video, or I will put up a video soon, where we talk about phases going between strength and hypertrophy. Both are weightlifting. Both are going to add to your overall physique, your aesthetics, your performance. So it's a good idea to include both, except if you are on one end of the spectrum where you've got to keep your body weight low and you got to keep your strength up, or on the other end of the spectrum where strength doesn't mean anything, just muscle size. But if you're anything like me, getting them both is a great idea and a lot of fun. Yo, Elliot.